Hey everyone, blessings. It's Latonia, owner, CEO of Let's Write Life and founder of the Anya House. I wanted to share this video with you all today, talking a bit about the importance of rest, faith, and mental health and wellness. That is what Let's Write Life was created for. Over the last few years, I've been noticing just how overwhelmed and stressed women have been feeling on an everyday basis. At the end of 2024, my grandmother turned 100 years old, and I went and I spent 3 weeks down in North Carolina to celebrate her milestone birthday. While I was there, it was the first time I had that amount of extended time with my family. I got to unplug from work completely, be surrounded by my family, people that I love. I got to do certain things that had been on the back burner for all year long, and I really got to enjoy myself. It was the first time in the whole year that I actually felt rested, renewed, and quality time doing things that I wish I could have been doing all year round. And I thought to myself, why did it take my grandmother turning 100 years old to have this type of time, not only for myself, but with others? And in having that time for rest, that extended amount of time for rest, it actually gave me space to recover from the overwhelming, constant amount of stress and burnout that I had been feeling all year long. Can any of you guys relate to that? So I've been hearing a lot around the community lately, just how stressed out, maxed out, and tired all of us have been lately. Whether we're mothers, some of us are just starting businesses. I've been doing this entrepreneurial road for 23 years. So I know what it is like to have to balance life challenges, the ups and downs of being a business owner, while also being a mom of 3 children and a wife. I'm also the daughter of aging parents, and I have a lot of siblings as well. I have a big family. So I get all that comes with being a woman and all the many different hats that we wear. So having that time away, I thought to myself, in all of the years that I have been running this company, what is it that I love the most about it? Because at this time, it was also the 10-year mark of my mental health healing journey. 10 years at that time, 10 years prior, I had made a decision in my life to choose happiness and begin this journey that I call the best of me, which is the journey that you guys have been a part of over this past year. I feel like the year 2024 has been the year of divine restoration, divine healing, divine rest. And I decided the end of last year, I was going to begin this journey doing the one thing that I loved the most over my business career, which was launching retreats. And so 2024 became the year of rest for me. And I have been doing retreats full time this year. God anointed this decision, gave me the clarity to move forward with this. And so when I came back to Massachusetts, January 2024, I launched the very first retreat. So my grandmother turned 100 in December 2023. That was when I sat with myself and I made this decision. And within 4 weeks, I had already planned a retreat, launched a retreat, and sold out the very first retreat of the year, January 2024. And with the success of that, I decided God approves of this. That's something I always say when God really shows himself during my events. I say, God approves of this, and I'm going to do it again. And this year has been nothing but retreats, to the point where here we are now at the Anya House, a solo retreat center for women. All throughout the year, I run retreats, and not every woman can pack her bags and go. Not every woman can afford the cost sometimes of what it is to actually travel and go on some of these retreats. Not every woman has a lot of time that they can set aside for themselves. And I realize that right now, a lot of women are struggling mentally, and it's turning into a physical manifestation of what stress and burnout is looking like in our lives. Many of you have even come to me and said, you know what, I have not been feeling right. I've been feeling so drained no matter what I do, no matter how much I go to the doctor and I tell them what's going on with me. There's nothing wrong with me is what they're saying. And what I always try to share with women is that there is nothing wrong with you in terms of your physical health. What is going on with you is you are stressed. You need to rest. What you're feeling is burnout. And the more I realize that people are going to the doctor for a mental health issue, the more I decided I was going to be more vocal about the importance of mental health and rest when it comes to burnout and stress, and what this healing journey in this season of my life looks like. Up until now, mental health and wellness for me has been centered around depression, anxiety, dealing with grief, dealing with the deeper emotional aspects of mental health and wellness. Now my focus is on stress and burnout recovery. So if you're looking and watching this video and you're saying, I have been feeling not myself, I'm overwhelmed with stress, I'm actually suffering from headaches, I am feeling drained, like I can't get out of bed, I can't move, I am short of breath. If you're feeling any of those things and you find yourself going to the hospital or a doctor and they're doing all these tests and they're running all of these questions to prompt, like, what are the symptoms you have, and they tell you you are fine, there's nothing going on with you, I guarantee you, this is my diagnosis for you. Just advice, educationally wise, please go and do your own research. But from my experience, many times you're struggling from burnout. And I just wish physicians would just say, have you seen a therapist? But don't think of this when they say this as there's something wrong with you. But what they're actually saying is, how is your brain health? It may not be a physical thing that's going on with you. It can actually be a mental health concern that's going on with you that you may need some mental resetting in terms of rest, in terms of plugging into different activities that are going to help you reconnect with yourself. And at the end of the day, ladies, some of you just need sleep. Sleep is a form of healing, and we just have to normalize the importance of that. For those of you here who know me, you know I'm a woman of faith, you know I'm a woman of God, and God did not add rest to his own creation of this world because it was a nice thing to do. He added it because it was something that he needed, and he set the example of what we are meant to be doing in our everyday lives. If God needed rest, why don't you prioritize that as part of the example he gave us for healthy living, a godly way of living? Many times you may feel like if you let go, if you stop doing the things that you are doing, everything that's riding on your shoulders are gonna fall apart. They're gonna, life's gonna crash in on you. It's gonna be worse if you stop. But what if God stops you? What if your body stops you? What if God is saying, stop showing up for the thing I put on your life from a drained, empty cup? What if your children and your family needed you to show up with energy and show up with clarity? What if the gift that God gave you to start that business or to overcome fear needed you to actually be present, needed you to be full of life, needed you to be happy. But you can't get there because you're so stressed out, maxed out, and overwhelmed because you haven't learned how to balance work and stress in order for you to be the best version of yourself. Today, I want to encourage you to just take a pause and journal for a bit. When is the last time that you actually took time to rest? And when you did, what was it that you did during that time? If you find yourself saying, I haven't rested in weeks or months, I just want you to know your due date is up. It's time for you to start to think about how you can start to incorporate rest into your life. Rest is not about a big vacation. It's about taking mini breaks within every day to reconnect with yourself and give your body, your physical body, the space to reset. It's that important because, believe it or not, when you don't do these things and you allow that stress to build up, it turns into high blood pressure, it turns into fatigue, it turns into feeling unclear of your decisions, it turns into frustration and lack of patience, and then it just manifests itself physically into things like I mentioned, fatigue, high blood pressure, and just feeling like you're drained all the time. No matter how much resting you do, you're just still feeling stuck. And now I want you to take a moment to say to yourself, when's the last time you actually did something you loved? Something for yourself that brought you joy. And I want you to think about how it made you feel to do those things. Take some time to journal about that. And if you're feeling too stressed and too tired to even do anything that I'm telling you to do right now, I want to ask you to make space in your schedule right now to go to sleep. Truly, you are burned out. And I want you to go and research what burnout is. And if that is you, you need 3 days to recover. It's not going to be something a nap is going to fix for you. You're going to need 3 days, one, to pause, to get your body to stop going. That means sleeping, binging on movies and reading books, TV shows, listening to movies, hanging out with your children, going for a walk, basically doing absolutely nothing that requires you to use any energy other than the energy of doing something that you want to do. Whatever that is healthy, okay? Do that for 1 day. The second day is the day that you need to start to think about your life. Think about the things that have been draining your energy, the things that have been stealing your energy, and just reflect on that. And if you need another day to rest and sleep and just sit there and do nothing, do that. On day 3, this is the day that you can still continue to do the same thing. Nothing, rest, sleep. But on day 3, I really want to encourage you to be active. Do something to activate your joy, to activate your happiness, reconnect with friends, and get a sense of how you're feeling on that 3rd day. Do a self-diagnostic with yourself. Pray during this time too, guys. All 3 days, pray, ask God to show you how to rest. And during the time, connect with me. Set up a time to talk with someone professional about your burnout recovery plan. Because you cannot go to the doctor for a physical problem when your actual issue is a mental concern. It's something that you need to deal with mentally. And so I hope this video helps you all as you're on this healing journey. But this is what I do for a living. My goal and my purpose in this season is to empower women with tools, resources, programs, and a community that are going to empower you to take a pause on life, to reduce your stress, and encourage you to rest and heal. And I pray that this video helps you. I pray that you will learn about the Anya House. The Anya House is a solo retreat day center. It's not meant for overnight. It's literally one day from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. where you can book one of our wellness pods. We have 2 wellness pods here. And each pod is set up to support 2 different types of self-care needs. One room is for burnout and stress recovery. So anyone who's saying, don't call me, don't text me, don't find me, I do not want to be found. I want to be by myself and be alone and be left alone. The wellness pod is meant for you to sleep, no schedule required. That room is going to hold space for you to heal on whatever journey that you're on. And for those of you who may be grieving, this is a perfect space for you. For those of you who are new moms that are needing sleep, you're deprived of sleep and you can't even function, this is a space for you. And guess what? You can enhance your stay with childcare. Someone will watch your little ones while you are spending time here. And you can even enhance your stay with massage. We have awesome massage therapists that are wellness partners here at the Anya House. For those of you on the other side of healing that have been feeling stuck, maybe you're going through a life change, you're not sure what the next step in your journey is that God's calling you to do, the next room that we have is called the Inspiration Pod. In this room, there's always supplies to work on a vision board in here. So if you need your vision board or you feel inspired to create one, there are plenty of supplies here for you to do just that. This room is also a space where you can work on projects, work on goals, write your book, launch your program, get your podcast interviews done. Whatever you need to do that's going to help you get out of your own space and into a new environment, that's what the Inspiration Pod is here for. And in this beautiful room that I'm sitting in, this is our community room. This is the hub of the house. This is where our living room space is. There's a big giant table to spread out and do whatever you would like. As far as getting work goes, doing a puzzle, just having your own space. And right behind me, we have a big sectional here. There's a big TV, a mini fridge, and a microwave, and also a Keurig machine as well. This retreat center is meant for women to unplug out of their daily life in an easy way so that you don't have to hold your breath with stress, waiting for the next day off or feeling like you can't take a day off because it's too much to plan. The Anya House is open 365 days a year so that whenever you feel like I need some time to myself, I need a deep cry, or I'm ready to launch my goals and I need to get out of my own space and be inspired, the Anya House is here for you. So I invite you to check out the Anya House and see if it's something that's going to support your mental health and wellness needs right now. Because all of this is part of a big, larger healing journey that I've created here that's called The Best of Me. This is the journey and community that I have been building based on my Best of Me program. So for those of you who've been wondering why you feel so good here, it's because I intended it to be this way. I have a program that is for women who are on a personal development healing journey, and all of you who've been able to be a part of the workshops and programs here all year long, you've been able to experience the benefits of what this program provides. And so as I'm encouraging you to prioritize your health and wellness through rest and healing, I hope that every single time that you do, you feel better each and every day. Another thing I wanted to share about this community is that we have a wonderful group of women who are here. And the people that are here in this community all share one thing. We're here to be better versions of ourselves. It's the unspoken goal that we all share. And on top of that, each of us are women of faith, and we want to see each other win. It's a beautiful community here, and you can become a member for just $29.99 a month, or you can become a business partner through our business membership for an added additional cost. That's not too much for you. I think it's $49.99 at this time. So I hope that what I had to share inspires your heart and gives you something to think about in terms of what may be going on with you if you are struggling with your mental health and wellness. And if you are, reach out. I'd love to support your journey. All right, beautifuls, this is LaTonya. It's so good to meet you. Let me know where you stand on your health and wellness journey down in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you at some of these Let's Write Life upcoming events or hosting your stay at the Anya House sometime soon. All right, take care. Peace.